everyone, hope everyone is doing great. I am really excited to do today's video. It's the following someone's makeup tutorial. Today I selected Pony, who is my absolute makeup goddess, and I really want to recreate one of her most viewed videos, and that is the Instagram makeup snowflake makeup. It's one of those really innocent, very glow from within, glowy, beautiful eye makeup, and I think she's so gorgeous and I really want to recreate her look. Of course, we have completely different features and I think it will be a challenge. She's so talented, but I think it's really fun, so I really want to get this video started. Alright, so I'm going to start playing the tutorial. She's using Shu Uemura's Petal Skin Foundation, which unfortunately I don't have. The tool that she's using, which is the Skinfood wedge, and I actually purchased because of her. She used it so much. The Colourstay by Revlon, and this one is for normal to dry skin. It is slightly lighter than my complexion, which is what she did for her tutorial, so I think this would be a good option for today's makeup. This is a different technique and honestly it's a little bit strange for me, but I will roll with it. Let me just grab a wedge. I typically use either a puff from the cushion or beauty blender. So this, again, I haven't really used this and haven't put this to test. I'm not sure if you're supposed to wet it. I didn't. But it's pretty puffy to start off with. I definitely prefer beauty blender, using concealer by Egg Lips, which I don't have, but it's essentially just a pot concealer. This one by the Saem is also a very famous one in Korea, so we're following a similar K-beauty trend here. And just cover my dark circles. I didn't sleep that well last night, so this is very necessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm also going to take this concealer down to my cheeks to cover the freckles. She took this concealer pretty low down to her under eye area. I haven't really used it for under eye because my skin is just very dry, so using a pot concealer is quite drying for me. Now I'm just taking it down to my cheek and sort of cover my freckles. Alright guys, so I have now finished my base makeup. So now my face is more of an even canvas. Let's move ahead and see what's the next step. From what I can see, she's using a coral peachy cream blush, and the only one that I have is more of an orange shade, so I'm going to go ahead and use that and adjust the color accordingly and see if it works. The one that I have is essentially called Orange by NYX. It's their cream blush. She used the same puff and just bring up the whole area. I'm slightly scared of doing this step because I feel like it's going to move around the base makeup that I already have, and that's going to make my freckles show, but you know what? It's okay. It's definitely moving the foundation or the base makeup that I have underneath, but I really dig this color, if you can see, and it's quite similar to what Pony used once you really blend it into your skin. And I actually quite like this product because I used to just use a stippling brush for this cream blusher, and it really shows up super strong and intense, whereas with this puff it sort of absorbs some of the impact and make it a very blended color, which is the look that we want to achieve. Can you see this sort of flush of color on my cheeks? I think it's really cute. She is using a Face Shop Peach cushion blush, which again, unfortunately, I don't have a lot of the products, but I think it's good that I'm showing you some alternatives that you can purchase in North America. So the color is very peachy toned. This one by the Balm, and it's in a more of a pinky tone. It's very vibrant pink, baby doll pink, but since my base cream blusher is a lot more intensely leaning towards orange, so I think that will balance it off very nicely. This blusher is very intense, so I'm going to just brush off the most of the products and pat it on like she did. She's also taking a Real Techniques brush, but I believe it's a different pink handled version. I'm not sure if you can see, but definitely the freckles are showing up, but because it's a very heavy blush look, it kind of looks okay with the freckles. Now she's taking MAC Wedge, which I have Soba, and they're similar, so I'm just going to use that instead. I've seen a few tutorials that she used Soba as contour, so I'm just going to take that. She's contouring her nose, her socket, and she contoured the sides of her nose and underneath her lips and her jaw. And for brows, she's using the Etude House, and it's a dark brown. Skinny eyebrow product is a pencil, it's the Wonder Dry, and it's in the shade number 2. It's the one that I've been using lately since my hair color is a lot lighter. I am going to mimic her eyebrow, but it's so different in terms of natural shape from mine because my brows dip a little near the ends, whereas hers more lifted. I just realized they're very uneven. The step stressed me out so much. I'm going to lower this ever so slightly. I'm just going to keep it as it is and come back to it potentially because it's stressing me out a lot. Alright, so let's move on to the eye area. I'm going to zoom you in. So she's going back to Wedge, so I'm going to use Soba. And she's using the Deluxe Crease Brush, which I actually have. So I'm going to dip into that and just sweep it across the lid to give some definition. This product doesn't show off as well as Wedge on pony skin, so I'm going to go back a few times. I actually really like this color. It's just a wash across the lid. Since I bought it, I rarely used it. So this is a good way to sort of discover some products you haven't used before. Now she's using a vintage rose sort of muted pink color with a hint of brown. I am going to take a mixture of my Etude House BR401 and this color by Geek. The two color, or the three I suppose, really complement each other nicely. She's taking a brown liner and run it across her lash line. And the only brown that I have is a pencil, and it's by Vincent Longo. I don't recommend it, but it's the only one that I have. This is a trick that I always use, is just to use the remainder concealer. And with the concealer, you can actually drag out the edge ever so slightly. She's using a glowy sort of glitter color. I Heart This by Colourpop. She's using her finger, which I will do the same. This product actually does perform a lot better with fingers. As you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. Just on the center of her lid. Now it's the glitter time, which is the focal point. She's putting some glitter right under the center of her pupil, I suppose. And I don't have any glitters like that, so I'm going to use the same color, use that, and just dot it on. Take a brush and really dip in the color so we have a lot, it would pick up a lot of the color. And just dot right in the middle. As you can see, it sort of only gives a wash of the glitter effect. You know what, I'm going to use some nail glitter and be very careful to not have it in my eyes. Alright, so I'm back and I brought two glitter. One is silver, one is gold. I'm using a combination of that. But first, in order for them to adhere, I'm going to take some of that Etude House eye primer, and I'm only going to do one at a time. And like I'm stretching out my lower eyelid so it doesn't touch. Oh, it's so pretty. Can you see that? And I'm taking the silver as well. This gold one is actually a lot prettier than I was expecting. Like that. It's so pretty. It reminds me of those sort of idol stage makeup or Chosungah's roller coaster stage makeup. It sort of reminds me of that a little. I'm just going to let it sit for a little bit and I will go ahead and apply my lashes. The lashes that I'm using is by Pro Beauty Essentials and it's in the style So Natural. Got it from Winners or Marshalls, one of the two. It's really affordable and it's very natural but also very thin. So I'm going to use that, apply that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have now applied my lashes, which is super light and fluffy. It just gives the perfect amount of definition to my eyes. Also, the lighting right now is beautiful, so I'm super happy about that. Let's move on to the next step. She is applying a brown mascara, which of course I don't have once again. I really apologize for that, but I think most people don't have brown mascara, which is pretty normal. So I'm taking this MAC Extended Play Giga Black. It's actually a very lovely lower lash mascara because it has the tiny wand. So I'm just going to apply just a little bit because my lashes are naturally pretty long. So if I use a lot, it will overpower the eye makeup and we don't want that. So we just want a little bit of definition like that just to add to our lower lash line. She's using Bennett tint, which I've had at one point, but for her lips. I'm going to use something very similar by Chosungah. It has the red tint on the other end, and I'm just going to dot it and then blend it out mostly. Because this lip product is a lot stronger than Bennett tint, and you have to work with it really quickly because it dries up super fast. So that's a wash of that color. And next she's using Etude House BR104, which I have for once. I absolutely love this product. It's the perfect MLBB color. Pony's just putting this around her lip to give off that smudgy look. Like so. And the look is complete.